Okay, here we go. Get my chats up. Get my chats. Hopefully, audio's working. I think Mike's working. Cool. Beautiful, beautiful. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Today we're going to be trading some Bitcoin, trading some crypto perpetuals. If you don't already have an account or an exchange that you're looking for, code RHT on Blowfin. You can see up here, code RHT on Blowfin, code Red Hot on BTCC. Sign up there. No KYC means you don't have to, put in any identification, any driver's license, anything like that. Just download, deposit, and trade. And you're good to go. 10% deposit bonus on both links. All right, guys, let's get to it. So right now we got a pretty decent look on Bitcoin. 15 minutes dropped off a little bit here. Stock market not doing so hot either. Today we're down how much now? Almost 1%. We were down over 1% at one point, but we bounced here. And you can see where SPY bounced here. Bitcoin got a similar bounce on the 15 minute. So we'll see if this can get some follow through and possibly play some longs. If it can't, then, we'll play the breakdown, play short. So get that going. It's about an hour until New York session close right now. So that should be just around the time that some volatility kicks in for us and we can get some good trades going. So stick around with me. We'll watch price action. We can check out some of Elon's posts and stuff here too while we're waiting around. Right now, things are getting spicy on Twitter between the two of them. Check Elon's posts right now. So he hasn't posted a little bit. Oh my god. He hasn't posted a little bit, just been retweeting. He retweeted this post. Tesla crushed it with new Tesla Model Y. Such an amazing car, much improved from previous version. That was about 2 hours ago. I didn't buy my Cybertruck for its off-road capability, but yesterday I was thankful for it. It's like crash safety. That way, when you need it, you really need it. So just a little bit of, Oh, I guess U.S. announced new tariffs. Do a little bit of a zoom in here for us, so it's easier for you guys to read this. Bring it in at 150. Looks like 30% on South Africa, 25% on Malaysia and Kazakhstan. Dear Mr. President, it's a great honor for me to send you this letter, and it demonstrates the strength and commitment to our trading relationship, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like this is the letter from South Africa. If for any reason you'll decide to raise your tariffs, then whatever number you choose to raise them by will be added onto the 30% that we charge. Please understand that these tariffs are necessary to correct the many years of South Africa's tariff and non-tariff policies and trade barriers causing these unsustainable trade deficits against the United States. This deficit is a major threat to our economy and indeed our national security. Okay, so looks like South Africa is playing along. Malaysia and Kazakhstan. This one's from Malaysian. What are they? It's a sultan. It's a sultan in Malaysia. It's a great honor for me to send you this. It's fun. It's funny that these are all kind of rolling in right now at the end of the deadline. Like, I don't know if they all just kind of forgot about it or figured that he'd move on to something else like he normally kind of does, but this is coming in pretty late. Global trade tensions are rising, so, with all that going on, they're probably getting a little bit antsy. SPY is getting still pushing up higher. Same with BTC. BTC could be going for 108K again here. It is in a pretty heavy downward trend right now. Looking at this. I guess we could probably go further here. little bit of a wedge forming here on the 15-minute though, so this could be a good play to call longs off of. We did bottom out around 107.431 here on Blowfin. It'll vary a little bit depending on from exchange to exchange, but not bad. Similar look here on ETH. Sol actually looked kind of ugly earlier. I can find Sol USDT 150. So it did kind of bottom out around that 150 level. Tesla stock too, if you're looking at Tesla. Down 7% on the day. Pretty much just dropped off and stayed here all day. This is the daily chart here. Massive gap down right into previous demand area before that spike up before. So this could, I could see this going somewhere like, see, we played this before. Tried longs here before it broke down. Not right now. Okay, you can see that previous low here is around 272, 273. You definitely see this breaking down below that. Bring up the daily. It's not looking so hot, right? We've got the demand here at 272. If that gives up, then it's back down to here, 214. There's some levels in between, obviously, though. Here between 259 and 272 could be a good buy area. I probably wouldn't long here right now. When we scroll back, you can see that this is chop zone for a bit, but we did get a strong bounce off of it last week. And in June, what was this, June 5th? That's when it had that bottom hit, so not bad. BTC, on the other hand, that buy zone held up for us really well last time. Previous demands here. And could see some more resistance here around 110. You can see it's been kind of a triple top here right now. If it went back down towards 102, 104, it would make sense for how this daily candle is looking right now. It's down over 1%. I could see 102 forming out before another push, and if that can't hold, then somewhere towards the bottom of that liquidity candle from, what is this? June 22nd. So not bad. Not bad setups here on the short side for sure, considering how much resistance we've shown at 110. It's another chart that I've been following here. XRP's actually been sitting strong in the last few days. Today it rejected off of this supply zone that we had at 235. It's where we've seen, this is support here before. Fell down. This is our buy zone between 195 and 212 on XRP. But right now it's still showing some resistance. I could see another pullback towards 210, 212 for sure. If it can break through 235 though, then we could see a pretty massive push. There's a nice gap in between 235 and 253 on the daily, but for right now, if we pull it out to the 4-hour, it's not looking like it's gonna hold. If it can hold 229 though, and cause this to be a chop area, BTC holds up, it could push higher. For right now, I'm going to be looking at potential XRP shorts. and possibly Sol shorts too. Sol kind of has a similar look on the daily. Bring up Solana's chart. Some buy side liquidity here between 137, 141, and this major demand area here around 130, 126. And that goes back pretty far if we bring back to the weekly. All right, so we've got about 3 different areas of interest here on Solana. The bigger one being this buy side. Probably bring this down a little bit here. So seems like a decent amount of exit liquidity here around 159 to 157. Kind of a small area of interest where sellers are stepping up pretty consistently week to week. And buyers have been showing major interest here. Another buy to retest in the last 3 weeks here from 130 to 150. In my opinion, it does look like we'd probably see 170 if it could hold, but I think it comes to 130 first. So not the most bullish scenario here. Actually, definitely leaning more bear here on Solana. Pretty much what I'm doing is just going through different wicks, seeing where areas of interest on both ends are. See this upper wick here. See these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sell candles. This was a bounce area before, but it looks like it turned into resistance on the weekly, at least for now, because it hasn't retested there in about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks now. So about a month and a half. It hasn't been able to reclaim above 170 after this push down. So yeah, it looks pretty good. This could be considered a potential head and shoulders look too. If you're looking here. Time is at, I think, 3:05. Okay, we got some time before. I think now volatility should start kicking in for us to be able to trade on BTC. But yeah, we have a little bit of a head and shoulders set up here, so that's why I wouldn't be too surprised to be able to see another move down. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at here on Solana. If you want to take screenshots or whatever, be my guest. Pretty much gray is just an area of interest. Orange is some sell side. Red is heavy sell side. Green is heavy demand, right? So and then obviously we have this bottom out level. This is kind of on a liquidity end at 94 when it had that big push down. So I'm not expecting to see 94 anytime soon, but we could see another push to 130 before we retest this level and possibly trace back up to 170. But Solana just doesn't have as many bull cases as for forward right now to hold up, especially if Bitcoin can't hold here. So we're going to go back down to like the 3, 4 hour, 1 hour, 1 day. On Bitcoin, previous demand zones. Yeah, so right now buy zone on BTC's between 102.750 and 104 or 102. Well, I guess 100. Let's say 101 or 100,700 to about 102, 103, just below 103. And we've seen some chop here on the daily between 104,500 right there. And see all these different candles kind of making a base here. So I'll make this another area of interest. Level this off. If you can use a visible range volume profile, it's one of the paid indicators here, VRVP on TradingView, you'll be able to get a better idea here where volume is laid out. But for right now, it kind of looks obvious that there's sell side. There's kind of a big sell wall here around 110. There's probably some gap between 110 and 105, and an even bigger gap between or a smaller gap actually between 104 and 105 and 103. So a couple thousand in volume gap there. But we did have that reverse head and shoulders kind of play out back to 110. Get rid of these. Definitely interesting setups here though right now. Label this out as sell side liquidity for right now. All right, let's bring it down to the 15 minutes so we can get in some trades. Should we go 5? Usually don't like playing it when it's in between levels like this. Anything can kind of happen here. In my opinion, we do trace lower to 106 sooner than later, so I'm probably gonna go in with a short here soon. Fuck off. Don't you have something to do? Well, find something to do.
Just here to bother you.
Right, find something to do. It's entered a small short on BTC. Post this over to Telegram. If you want in Telegram, you're here from somewhere else, make sure to, it's free to get into Telegram. All you have to do is sign up on my link on Blowfin, code RHT. Send me your UID, at me on Twitter or wherever, and I will send you the link. I don't know why it's not sending me. Okay, there we go. Also, we're running a trading competition right now on Blowfin. You can join my team. You search me up on Blowfin, Red Hot Trade, and join us. With It's a $4.2 million prize pool right now, so a pretty massive prize pool. And a bunch of other little things. They're giving away a Tesla Cybertruck too. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It's just kind of volume based, P&L based. So whoever the team who has the most volume traded, the team who has the best P&L, make sure to join us on there. All you have to do is go to Activity Center. I'll show you guys while we're waiting here. You click the War of the Whales. This is the page. Scroll down a bit here. Where is it? You go to search. Team Cap, you can just search by Captain UID, put in Red Hot Trade, and our team is right here. We're in 319th now, so we need your help, guys. We only have like, I think 5 members in the team right now, not even 3. So help me out there. We can get our numbers up. Look at it. I think I see you, Cobra. Cobra's got the 9th top team. Shout out to my friend Cobra, killing it. I'm gonna send a little screenshot. Give him a little shout out on Twitter here. All right. We're going to take a look. I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite strategies here too. So just to recap, $4.2 million, win a Cybertruck, join our team, search Red Hot Trade here on Blowfin and join us, or just use the code in my bio, join the trade. You have to be an affiliate though, so you have to sign up with code RHT to get into the team. So make sure to join that. Going to be doing a huge campaign with BTCC soon too. So if you guys are, where is it? Up here somewhere. Code Red Hot. You can trade stocks there too, commodities, stocks, bunch of different stuff. Trade oil futures on leverage. BTC on up to 500x leverage on BTCC. So definitely worth checking out. Now, let's see if we can find a gainer to short. We've got 3. Go here to the main page on Blowfin. My favorite strategies, we go to, why my scroll is all messed up right now. What the hell is this? Up 100% right now. Might go ahead and take a small short here. Damn it, it's going too slow. Seen some demand here from before though, so it'll be interesting to see if that can hold up. Pretty much what you do is you just throw a dart at the board when it comes to these gainers. If anything's up over 100% in the day, then I'll usually take a shot at it on the short side. Make sure to have a stop loss in here. Say a 2.5%. Alright, up like 10% on this VIX trade right now. I'm going to look through, see if we can't find another gainer to short. Another small short here on VIX. Oh, we're up 22% here, 26% on this VIX short. 29, 30. Not bad. Nice little dump. Up, oh, 40 bucks. 45. Looks like it's breaking down a little bit here. $36. Look at that volume coming in too. I like it. About 40% here. Not bad. I'm going to close out about 60% of this trade. Let's close there. About 50% right now. About 50%. No. Should I? Ooh, 60% here. 95. Yo! I'm going to close this out here. Look at that.
One more pow.
That was fun. was pretty good. Not bad. 95% in 10 minutes, not even. On 15x Lev. It's like a 9%, 8% drop. And that's why we love the gainer strat. Because it can't be any more brain, there can't be another brain rot strategy other than that. That's easier. Oh, what's up 100% right now? Let's short this. How hard is that? Little post here. Down like 15% on our BTC trade here, though. Might be breaking out of this wedge. If it does, I might have to get out of this. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm going to put my... What is this wick level here? 108,460. That might be where I put my stop loss. Okay. It's been pretty strong here for like an hour though, so either that was the absolute bottom at 107,400, or this is about to reject this upper trend line. I'm gonna bet that it rejects this upper trend line and stay into it. If it does break out towards 108.5, then I have my stop loss here ready to protect me. Not bad. Okay. There was another one of those gainers that I wanted to take a look at to possibly short. Sorry, I don't look at the camera that much. It's just weird to me. I'm not used to this yet, so if I'm looking away, it's just because I'm looking at my screen and it feels weird to be staring at you guys. Shit. Look it. I never got filled on this. That would have been a sweet short. Probably would have been up like 80% on this one too, but I'm going to cancel this for now. Sorry about that, I just had to shut the door. Okay, let's find another trade to get into. Drum roll, please. I'm going to be doing another round of TikTok reaction videos today too. If you guys want to send me in some suggestions, always welcome. Be looking at some TikTok crypto trading content and giving you guys my silly reactions to those. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. Might go for a small short here on ETH too. See if this fills. On ETH, this one's like a pretty easy look too, because this is 2550 support. Now we'll look for it to flip into resistance. If this bear trend holds, then this will be a good entry to short it. And if it doesn't, it's a good R&R move. Take a look at SPY while we're waiting. SPY pulling back. VIX could bounce here, which sends SPY lower. This one actually doesn't look bad to long here. Might take a small long on Alpine. It's like as soon as I decide to do something right now, the market goes up in my direction, but it's not playing me well because my limit orders aren't filling, which is kind of lame. Just happened to be on ETH too. Just happened to be on ETH too. Not getting much traction on these lives. I'm not sure. Look at this. It's gapping up right now. Might just have to place a small market order. You know what? I'm placing it in here. Screw it. ETH did the same thing to me. Come on, give me a fill, give me a fill. Oh, ETH sell image is filled. Up about 3% on my ETH short and down about 10% on my BTC short, so nothing crazy going on here for sure. Could use some more movement. We did make about like that position history on VIX, or at least I made even with the trims about 50% on that trade, so I cleared $60 and that was like 10 minutes, and it's not bad. Not bad, not bad, I'll take it. Volatility over the weekend was nothing. There was zero volatility over the weekend, so it was hard to make any money trading. It kind of pretty much just took the weekend to chill. Your maker volume doesn't count for your trading position, FYI, Eric. Oh, hey Eric, what's up? Yeah, I know. Are you talking about for the competition? Yeah. I noticed that too. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Why is my shit so low right now? But that's the reason. It's only one way. Kind of lame. Wish it wasn't like that. I'm gonna have to like up my sizing. I'm only, right now I've got 120 in ETH, 100 in BTC. I should up my sizing a little bit here. Account's a little bit low right now. I made a couple withdrawals over the weekend to pay for some stuff. Now I've got about just under 1,200 in the account. So I need to boost that up. Cobra's kicking our ass. This guy's like 9th. I made the post. What is he? Yeah, he's 9th. 73.8 mil. I didn't realize though that we're late. That's like the big problem here too. Competition started like weeks ago, and I had no idea. The competition period is from the 26th. Wish I knew that. Else we would have been in this way sooner. And now it ends in like 8 days. Probably not going to catch up to anything, but I'm doing a BTC. Where me and Muck are setting up a BTCC competition. We're just waiting for it to get approved and everything. So I'm gonna need you on that one, buddy. I'm gonna need you. Need to make our claim on that. I think we're giving away like $5,000. Struggling with this trend line still on BTCC or on BTC. ETH's back over this trend line though. If it makes a new high here, I might cut this. $2,556. I'm going to put a little bit over that because it looks like it's an area of interest there. Yeah, it should be sick. It should be sick. We're just waiting. We find like I had to put a pause on the BTCC thing. There was some back end stuff that was going on. Wasn't sure if it was gonna work out, but as of today, it's gonna work out. Kind of expecting a push towards 108.90 before continuing down on the trade now. Almost along the bottom and didn't do it for some reason. Yeah, dude, I wish I would have seen that push towards the end of it, like If we go over to BTC, if I would have seen this here, didn't you get a little bit of that? I thought I saw in the chat. Back just killing me. If we would have gotten that, if I would have gotten a little piece of that bottom trend line, I would have taken it, but my fat ass was having lunch. That's why you don't eat during New York session. Definitely is an interesting look though with this wedge. Shorted, yeah. Words that trust me, I get it. I can talk like a normal human being in any other instance until this fucking camera gets turned on, and then I feel like I am just not firing at all cylinders. Yeah. Yeah, there's like clearly liquidity here, right? Like in this zone. For right now. Even going back to, is this the second? And that big push up, we pulled back and then rocketed off that again. Pulled back, consolidated all weekend, pushed. Now we're back in this chop zone of death, which was between the 4th and the 7th, pretty much like in today, till today, or yesterday, I guess, but we chopped for like 3 days. Weekends right now, there's just no volume. Zero. Which is cool because like we can do our thing on the weekend, but it's not ideal for bringing in volume, that's for sure. That's why I'm moving on to some reaction content and stuff like that. I have to find a good time to do these lives too, because it seems like I'm picking shittier times. Like what we've got, I think it's just you and me, Eric. This might as well just be a private call. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, just me and you, bro. It's just me and you right now. That's fucked up. I was gonna stream live on Twitter too, but it's a pain in the ass because I can only do it. I guess I can do it horizontally, but I had it set to vertical so I could grab my reactions from Twitter after we go live and post them everywhere. Less than 20 minutes now until New York close. ETH's rejecting off 25.50, which is good for me. Now I'm up like 7% on this short. Should have put a little bit extra money in this one. Get out of here. Go. Keep those 2 dogs away. %. Now on. Okay, so things are pulling back. If my calculations are correct, then BCC's probably rejecting this upper trend line. Me likes. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing like it's weird because it's like in my head I'm like if I had an office job and I wanted to watch trading content, it would probably be easier towards the end of my day. But maybe it is the beginning of the day. It's easier to get away with that kind of thing. Towards the end of the day, they're kind of rushing to get the shit they didn't do all day done. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I look at it like from the wrong perspective. I love it. Anytime I go live, my girlfriend decides to smack. Like I never hear her doing anything in the kitchen. As soon as I'm on live, it's pots fucking banging, rearranging the house. White House official says tariffs won't stack. Interesting. I wish we had a better flow, like there was a better flow service for BTC. I feel like that's something that's kind of not. Also, I kind of wanted to take a look at breakout. I want to see what these pricing options are. So to get a 100K account, you have to pay a 1,000. But it's like leverage. Is this the amount that you're allowed to do? BTC and ETH 5x, altcoins 2x. What kind of bullshit is that? Breakout kind of scammed me. I was trading a friend's account and it deleted the stop loss and claimed that there was never one there. Yeah, that makes sense. I really want to start my own crypto futures prop firm, but it's like it's the investment needed to get it going is multi-million. So I don't know though. They just can't. This can't. How is this the only? You've got to have competition, right? Like there's like 7,000 different stock futures prop funds, but there isn't. There's currently one. This is what we have for crypto futures. It just seems a little bit ridiculous. Like these guys are probably making a killing too. For a $10,000 account, 110, 275 for 25K, 500 for, and it's like the amount that these are gonna max daily loss is 4%. You can only take up to 5x leverage. Do this math real quick. So if you got a $5,000 account, you can only on a 5,000. Okay, on a $5,000 account, they'll only let you lose up to $200. It's all simulated too. Like you know that this isn't real money, and that they're just paying you out other people's evaluation fees. That's all they're doing. Even if you do get cash, like it's not like this. Like you could place I don't know, a $50,000 or say you have a $100,000 account, you place like a $25,000 trade on one of these. You won't it's not going to show up on tape anywhere because it's not real. Like I call bullshit on a lot of this. Ooh, ETH were up 25%. What? It's just me and Eric in here anyway. I might as well be on a... Oh, actually, we have 2 viewers. Can you get your belly out of the shot?
I'm mixing the sour cream and the
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, chef.
I don't know how you know how you, I know you're particular about your sour cream.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Get away.
Give me just one.
No. No. This is a fiend. Right here. Won't buy her own vape. It'll come and constantly bother me to hit mine. 26%. Not bad. Hey, E shorts up. BTC shorts up. Oh, we're up 30%. Oh. $10 till New York opens or New York closes, so makes sense that we're pulling back here. Yeah, they said if they didn't have, I didn't have proof. Sorry, I missed these chats. Yep, that's exactly what I know. That's, bro, trust me. I've been around these guys like forever. I think we're probably a little bit naive to say that these exchanges that we're even trading on, this is real liquidity. I'm 99.9% sure that if you looked up our trades on any other platform, you wouldn't see them, and that they're paying us out other people's deposits. Like, I'm just not, or whatever liquidity, plus the fees that they're taking, right? They're just making money on, like, the liquidity that is on the platform is liquidity that's deposited into the platform. I call bullshit that any of this is like actually like truly, like, if it's like, I know they'll always talk about proof of reserves, but the reserves are from fees and deposits. It's not like they're injecting liquidity to the market that trade. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. All right, up 5% on BTC, up 30% on ETH. Caught like a $11 move on ETH. Oh, never mind. Bouncing a little bit here. Volatility's kicking in. Great. Kind of wish I took profits there at 30 now. Where's SPY? Under 620. SPY's like definitely frothed up too, but look at this. Look at this candle. Holy shit. Talk about resistance to support flip. Excuse my 7,000 resistance, and look at this. Damn, I wish I looked at this earlier. I would have bought calls. It literally bounced right off of my... Fuck me. I hate when I look at a chart that I've had leveled off. I mean, those fees, the house always wins. I knew enough about the fee structure for BTCs, and I'm pretty sure they have the liquidity. Yeah, no, I'm saying I know that they have the liquidity. I just think that, like, the way that we perceive, like, or I think the common person perceives liquidity isn't exactly how that, like, gets there. I think it's from deposits and fees. They take the... I feel like what I'm saying is I feel like every trade is simulated. You know what I mean? Like, these aren't... like, it's not like, you know, when you're options trading and then you can go and look up a flow service and see when your trade comes through? Or, like, if you're on Hyperliquid or something like that for... You know? Like, I just think that on majority of exchanges here... Like, I think there's a reason that BTCC isn't on TradingView right now. You know? I heard that they are actually working on that deal, though, from Muck. But Blowfin is on TradingView. A couple of them are on TradingView. I think the only one that's, like, truly backed by any meaningful liquidity is Coinbase, and that's because they have to from regulatory structure. But I don't know. It's a weird game. Yeah, I think that they're going to be able to trade, like, you're going to be able to trade um, Trading View more seamlessly coming up by next month. I was talking to Muck. I think it's going to be better placed into the API or whatever they had to do to get it actually to run smoothly. Because, like, most of them already just license out Trading View. Like, if you look at BitUnix or even here on, like, this is Trading View here. Trading View's got a chokehold on charts. It's actually wild to see that. Because, like, when I first started trading, like, 6 years ago full time, it was between that, like, they were the undisputed king for sure, but there was a couple competitors, like, what the fuck are they called? The one that had the spider is the... What was that called? Levi posting about XRP. As always. Trading Web? I can't fucking remember it now. I like to see this at least retest like 25.32 here at the 60-day moving average. Six minutes until close. ETH short's up about 20, just over 20%. BTC short is break even, so I didn't have a great entry on my BTC short. It was just at 108K.
I just want to let you know now that the pierogies, they may look a little different. Okay, they maybe not look like regular pierogies.
Babe, how hard is it to make
Okay, no, but listen,
pierogies?
it wasn't my fault. The instruction on the bag, obviously, like, it was
You're
wrong.
screaming?
It
You're
said,
screaming.
I'm trying to defend myself. It said, oh, they're gonna rise. They never rose. I know. And I had to, like, shut it off.
It's not bread.
Anyways, it doesn't matter because they still will taste delicious.
Okay. All right.
They look a little off. Don't judge them, you know?
Yeah.
Don't judge them before you try them.
Okay.
So, they're ready.
I'm already judging them. I haven't seen them. I'm already judging them. You cause them up? This girl can't make pierogies.
I can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know.
No, you're not eating them then.
Yeah, okay.
They're good.
You boil them, honey. That's all you do. All you had to do was boil them.
You have to. Wow.
I don't know what I did to deserve this life. I'm going to be done in a few minutes here. Do you want to sit down and just stream for me? Do you want to just sit down and stream for me? Because I feel like you're doing a lot of the yapping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More entertaining.
Yeah.
You want me to do a pierogi mukbang?
I want you to fuck off. I want you to fuck off. Get out of my screen. Go!
Look at that pierogi,
Get
everyone.
out of... No one wants to look at... They look like shit.
They do look. But they're good. They're good.
That looks like an inside-out pierogi. How'd you even make that?
Try it.
No, fuck off. I'm on stream. What's wrong with you? How did I... Alright, I'm just gonna get off. I guess it's just me and Eric anyway. Eric, I'm sorry about this.
Do I look fucking Polish to you?
No, you don't look Polish to me, so I don't know why you keep trying to
You
make
okay, Papa?
Polish things. What's wrong with that?
I gave him some of that oil that he got today. I may have given him too much.
He's fine.
Okay. You're gonna have me stressed all night now. You're gonna be stressed all night now. Come relax.
B. Jesus. Okay. You too, man. You have a good afternoon too. It's about to close, so I don't know. I just might close my ETH short here and take a small gain and call it an afternoon, and then see if BTC falls back. That'll be good for me too. If not, I'm only risking a little bit. Okay, ETH breaks 25.40 here. It could see a retest at 25.32 though. There it is, New York closed. SPY closed over 620, so that's not that bad. $25.40 gonna break here. Yes, sir. Beautiful. ETH pulling back, or BTC pulling back too. Now I'm green on that trade. What happened to blow? Oh, the bots. It's given us more trouble than we expected it was going to. It's not firing off on many. I think it's a little bit too conservative is what I feel like the settings on it are. So it's not firing off on as many setups as I'd want it to. I don't know. It's kind of I'm working with another trader to help with it, so I guess progress on it's a little bit slower than I'd like it to be right now. But I'll have an update on it this week for sure. I'll have an update on it this week. It's been so it's so difficult to build this thing on the back end because it's supposed to, it's doing all the work. So at the same time, we don't want it to fire off 100 trades in a row and take bad R&R trades, right? So it's difficult to get that perfectly tweaked. But I'm hoping that in the next few days we can put a stamp on it. Last couple weekends have been so dead for volume too. I'm up like 35% on this ETH, 36% on this ETH short right now, 38. Yeah, I'll get an update as soon as I can. We're just trying to make it the best as possible. That's pretty much the scenario here, but it's moving fucking slow. I'm not used to when I want to do something. I'm usually like to see it up and running quite fast, but I think for this is I kind of have to switch up my tone on how fast I work on these things because it's a little bit more complicated than it's not my wheelhouse really is AI and bots and stuff like that. I'm just starting to kind of educate myself on that side of trading, so a little bit of a 40% gain here. I'm up like $50. Yeah, $50 here, not bad, just over 40%. I'm probably gonna take my gains on ETH. At least I'm gonna close like 75% of this trade. So there we go. Left in like $30 to see if it, really drills back down towards 25.18. But I think that's a good place to take off some that trade. I'm up like 12% on this BTC short too. So it looks like this upper trend line worked out for the most part. Yeah. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right. Probably gonna call it there now that New York's closed. Maybe I'll do another. I'm gonna do a TikTok reaction stream in a couple hours here. So keep your eyes out for that. If you guys have any suggestions, throw them my way. I know there's only a couple people in the stream right now, but do that later. Maybe it's a little bit more active later on. And yeah, it's the plan for right now. Just taking some quick gains and probably gonna move my stop loss on BTC. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Up another 300, send it down to that liquidity. That'd be nice. I'm keeping my BTC short in. I just closed off a good amount of my ETH. Just now, I closed out like 75%. So chilling. Made like 100% on that one trade. And there, so made like, I don't know, just over $100 in the hour. It's not the best, not the worst, but